Hello everyone, fellow Patreons. What you see here is a new toy idea that I came up with. Basically it was inspired by Snow White and the Three Stooges, which had a Olympic star skater in it. I think her name was Carol Heiss. And it was a really beautiful sequence of ice skating. It was very colorful and it was very elegant. She was an incredible skater. This movie was made around the 60s sometime, when the Three Stooges were a lot older. The project involves animating a Barbie doll and having her skate around. I already showed you in my previous videos on the ballroom dancing Barbie, where she could have been able to animate Barbie dolls that are dressed, in elegant dresses, high fashion dresses for the ball, sort of a Beauty and the Beast type scene. And the same could be done with the ice skating, or you could have, even though this is Barbie, you can also use Disney dolls, and you could have Disney on ice. This is Barbie on ice, by the way. This is what I call this show, Barbie on ice, so I don't get in trouble with Disney. And the way it works is very similar to the original ballroom dancing Barbie, where you have a cart underneath, a robot cart that that can be driven around using the VEX Game Controller. And this uses the VEX Cortex microcontroller to control the motors involved in this project. It uses 3 motors, 2 for the propulsion or motion subsystem, and then it uses a third motor, and they all have gearboxes, by the way. The third motor with gearbox to rotate the turntable so that the dancer can be doing spins. Like you could use this also for a music box where you have a ballerina and she can spin around, and I showed that capability in the previous video on the ballroom dancing Barbie. So without further ado, I'm going to attempt to make her move. This is the first time I'm trying to get out. I had problems balancing her. The magnets, even though they're very powerful, are only attracting very thin pieces of metal. So really what I need are 2 smaller magnets on her skates, but I don't have them right now. So I'm running, so it's very delicate right now, but when I get those 2 other magnets, then it'll work like the ballroom dancing one, where you can move it around very easily and not have her fall down, as long as it's properly balanced. So here goes. First I'm going to show you the game controller that is used. This game controller is a VEX Cortex game controller that works with the microcontroller on the cart, and with it I can use the 2 joysticks to move it around in straight lines or circles, or even turn in place. And it also can turn the little platform into separately. So you could have the dancer moving around the ice while spinning. That's you have those 3 degrees of freedom at least. Okay, just another comment. I'm using the refrigerator tray as the ice for the ice skating Barbie toy. It can also be a mirror, or it could be a large coffee table, as long as you don't mind it being scratched a little. Let's say one that's already cracked or scratched, and you don't care if you have some tiny scratches. The ballroom dancing Barbie did not scratch it at all because it had wheels. But this Barbie has really true skates. They have little pieces of metal. They're not sharp or anything, so they're not dangerous. But they could scratch a glass, a glass top. So just to be aware of that. So here I'm going to start very slowly moving her. Again, physics plays a lot to do with this. You have to have the Barbie doll balanced on the magnets. The skates have to be really balanced, and her body position and pose has to be balanced too, so that she doesn't topple over. The balancing becomes less critical when you have the extra 2 magnets on that I'll put on the skates. Then she'll be able to even bend down and everything, and she won't fall over, and she'll be able to move around very quickly. But you can't accelerate too quickly. You can't de-accelerate or stop very quickly. So you have to take physics into account, and you have to take friction into account. You really need the glass surface. You can't be doing this on top of a piece of plywood. I think it would not work. So without further ado, here she goes. Let's see what happens here. Look at that, she's moving. And this could be like for a film. Oop, she fell over. Okay, I adjusted the height of the platform as much as I possibly could to get it as close to the glass. That's the platform underneath the Barbie that projects from that disc that you see just under her skates. That is height adjustable. I just pushed it up a little teeny bit more, as much as I possibly could, to see if it strengthens it enough so the Barbie can move around a little easier. So let's see what happens now. Oh. All right, I'm going to try again to make the Barbie doll slide on the ice. Here goes. Okay, she's moving. Look at that. She's moving. She's moving. She's skating backwards. Okay, now see if she can go forward. And she's turning. Nice. And look at that. She's doing a spin. It's working. She can ice skate. Barely. I see what the problem is. The robot is just it's just basically a cart that moves around the dance floor underneath it, and it has magnets on a platform that allow you to animate the Barbie doll above the floor using the magnets. Now the dance floor can be a mirror, or it could be a plexiglass, any smooth surface. You can even use an old coffee table, as long as you don't mind it getting accidentally scratched. But with the wheels, it shouldn't really scratch it. I'm not really scratching this glass plate that I got from my refrigerator. That's the other source that you can use. You can use your refrigerator shelf, which is very hard tempered glass that's very hard to scratch anyways. And it makes it a good excuse to clean your refrigerator and clean all the shelves. While you're doing that, you can put it on a couple cans like I did, and have your son or daughter build the robot, the cart robot, which is made from the VEX construction system.